Have you ever actually met a hero? My wife and I did in Hawaii a few years ago. We were touring the Pearl Harbor Museum, and they have all the stories and all the pictures and all the details about all the heroes that died fighting to save others. But they also had a wall that dedicated some memories and stories to one individual who was still alive. His name was Herb Weatherwax. We read all the details and we were impressed by his story, but what was amazing was that we went around the corner outside and there he was, in the flesh, live, sitting there, telling his stories all over again. When the battle happened, he was actually off duty, but instead of running away from the battle, he drove into it. And he took his post, and he is credited with saving many lives. At 99 years old, Herb Weatherwax kept coming every day that he could to that place to tell his story for something greater. He wasn't asked to be in the war, he was drafted. A lot of times it's the same way with our lives with God. Sometimes we're asked to do things that we didn't ask for, but God gives us an assignment. And we can run from it or we can try to avoid it. But Herb Weatherwax embraced it, and God used that not only to save lives in that moment, but for many, many years after to inspire the lives of other people. That's one of the things we need to remember when it comes to times of suffering. God wants to use our lives, even though they may be ordinary, to make a difference in the lives of others. Jesus tells us in Matthew chapter 5, verse 14, that we're to let our lives shine for others. You may think it's ordinary, but God can use it to do extraordinary things. Don't shortchange yourself. Keep telling your story. Keep letting God work through your life. The people in my life who made the biggest difference weren't necessarily the greatest heroes. They were what most people would call ordinary people. They were coaches, they were teachers, they were Sunday school leaders, deacons, many people that God put in my life to help lead me to something better. And they did ordinary things, but God used their ordinary efforts to make an extraordinary difference in my life. This is even true of my grandmother who lived with us, who made a big difference in my life just doing ordinary things. So if you think your life is ordinary, if you think your life doesn't count for much, just remember what Jesus says. If you offer a cup of cool water to someone in my name, you will by no means lose your reward. So just do the little things, do the ordinary things, and let your light shine for Christ so that others can be drawn to him, and the results will be extraordinary. I hope that you'll comment on the video and we can continue this discussion, but thanks for letting me share this with you today.